Hey, David here. I thought I'd tell you a little story about my first introduction to architecture and some valuable lessons that I learned. Imagine Sophia Petrillo from the Golden Girls. Picture it, Seattle, 1967. I was 5 years old. I was in kindergarten, and my best friend and I would run home from kindergarten because if we got home in time, if we got home fast enough, we could watch the Dark Shadows and then what was that show? Speed Racer. And then when those were done, then we would go down in his basement and play. So my best friend's house was built on a hill so that the basement actually opened up to the backyard and had windows on that one wall. And his father had an office that was bright and sunny down there in the basement. And in that office, there was one wall that was all cubbies where he would store drawings, and he had an enormous drawing table and more colored pencils than a 5-year-old could even imagine. And I wanted to do whatever it was that my best friend's dad did because he got to draw all day, and that was like pretty awesome. The other thing about that basement was that his father was actually a graduate student in architecture and was doing some sort of research into how people perceive space. So there was one corner of the basement that was always changing. He would change the way the ceiling was made. He would make little raised platforms. He would build walls. There would be new doors, new windows in that area. He would change the lighting. And so at a very early age, I got to see how one space could be completely different depending on how the walls and the ceilings and the floors were configured and how the lighting could be changed. And that was a powerful lesson when I was 5 years old that I draw on even today. So that was my first introduction to architecture as a profession and architecture as a way of being able to manipulate the environment. And it's done me in good stead for all these years.